Welcome to Understand the Math. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to find local or relative maximum and minimum values of a function from its graph. We'll start by understanding what relative maxima and minimum values are, and then we'll walk through 3 example problems. Understanding relative maxima and minima help us analyze the behavior of functions by finding their largest and smallest values. A relative or local maxima occurs when a function changes from increasing to decreasing. The function reaches a peak at that point. Oftentimes, a function will have more than one relative or local maxima, and you can see in this graph that we have 2 local maxima. Relative or local minima occur where a function changes from decreasing to increasing. And at that point, our function reaches a low point. In this graph, we have 2 relative or local minima. Let's now understand a little bit more about the mathematics behind this. In our graph, we have a local maximum value at x is equal to a. To find what the local maximum value is, all you need to do is start at your maximum and draw a horizontal line over to the y-axis. The local maximum value is then f of a. Since f of a is the local maximum value, it's greater than or equal to f of x, where x is near a. This just means in a region around a, f of a is our largest value. This graph also has a local minimum, and it's located at point B. Just like we did for our maximum, we're going to start at our minimum value, and we're going to take a horizontal line and we're going to trace it over to the y-axis. And that value that we reach is our local minimum value. Our f of b will be less than or equal to f of x for any x that's near b. In our graph, we say that f has a local max at x is equal to a, and that local max is f of a, and f has a local min at x is equal to b, and that minimum value is f of b. Let's now walk through 3 example problems. In all 3 problems, we're going to find the local maxima and minimum of our function f of x and the value of x where each maximum or minimum is located. In our first example, we can see on our graph that we're going to have a local maximum here and a local minimum here. Our local maximum occurs at x is equal to 1, and if we go to x is equal to 1 and draw a horizontal line over to the y-axis, we can see that the value of our maximum is equal to 0. Let's write down that our local maxima is equal to 0 at x is equal to 1. We're going to do the same thing for our minima. We're going to start at our minima, and we're going to trace a horizontal line over to the y-axis, and that is our minimum value. We can write down that our local minima is equal to -1 at x is equal to 2. Let's now look at our second example. In this example, as we work from left to right, we can see that we have a local maximum here, and then if we continue down, we have a local minimum here, and then our graph goes back up, and we have a local maximum. You can see in the graph that we have 2 local maximum. We can draw a horizontal line from each to the y-axis, and we can see that our maximum is equal to 4. Let's go ahead and let's write that down. We have a local maxima equal to 4. Now we actually have to trace down, so let's go ahead and let's do that. We trace down for each of these. It's equal to 4 at x is equal to -1 and at x is equal to 1. Let's now look at our local minimum. You can see our local minimum is going to be equal to 2. And we can trace down. That one's easier to do. You can see that if you trace down, it's just going to hit at x is equal to 0. So our local minima is 2 at x is equal to 0. Let's look at our third example. You may want to pause the video and see if you can complete this example on your own. I think for this one, because it's a little bit more complicated, I'm first going to go through and mark our local maxima. We can see that we're going to have a local maximum here and here. We can draw our horizontal lines at the same time. So we'll take a horizontal line over to here, and we'll take one over to here. We're going to have a local max equal to 6.5. And that occurs at this point. We can go ahead and draw a line down to make it easier to see. That maximum happens when x is equal to -1. So we're going to say at x is equal to -1. Now let's go to our other local max. We'll highlight that value, and we can just write down that the local max is going to be equal to -1. So we'll say and -1 at x is equal to 2. Now let's go ahead and let's look at our minima values. We're going to have one here, and we're going to have one here. Let's go ahead and let's trace over. If we trace this one over, we can see that it's equal to 3. We're going to have a local minima equal to 3, and that occurs at x is equal to -2. And let's go ahead and let's look at our other one. We'll draw a line across for that one, and we can see that that one hits at this point, which is -4.5. So our local minima is also -4.5, and it's located at, let's go ahead and let's draw our line. I'm going to draw it up here, and we can see that it's located at x is equal to 1. You now know how to find the local max and the local min of a function, and you're ready to solve some of these problems on your own. If this video has been helpful to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Keep believing in yourself and have a great rest of your day.